Hello there, folks. We're going to be playing a game called Dark Souls today, which shall be very fun. Shall we jump in? I know that I have 10 character slots, so let's see. I have a lot of characters, as you can see. Let's delete 10. I'm not going to do a soul level 1 run through with this. As you know, I'm Koga. Class, home. Well, let's see. I could start as deprived and have pretty equal stats. You start off with no armor. I usually play as a bandit, so I usually play as either a bandit or a thief. So let's go with thief. Do 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 do. Okay. Now we need to very slim, because I'm pretty slim myself. Hair, ponytail, black. Let's go into some deeper customization maybe. Well, I'm not that old, so that's probably good. I'm a bit more paler, so... Okay, that should work. Shall we start with this character? Yes.
In the age of
and I'll leave you guys with this.
The world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arched trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death.
And of course, light and dark. This is so climatic. The dark, they came. And from the swords of lords within the flame.
Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. primitive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skills. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more.
Or so they say, the dragons were no more.
Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers, and man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
And apparently this is our fate,
Yes,
being in a
indeed.
jail.
The dark sign brands the undead.
And sorry if there's any random pickups you might get with audio.
Undead are corralled
I might,
to the north.
you might not notice them depending on if I figure out how to edit them. And Jesus, my volume is peaking. Crazy. My volume is peaking like very much. Which you guys can see, these are WAV files.
This is your fate.
Also, I've played this game before, so don't know if you'd consider it a blind Let's Play, but it should be fun nonetheless. Ooh, supper, thank you. I wonder how many people have made that joke. And now we intensely stare at it. Let's see. Brightness is pretty good. Basic controls are here. White stick to move the camera. Also, I'm playing on the 360. Attack is RB. You won't learn how to lock on, but it's a simple thing. Yet. That's how you attack. Strong attack, white trigger, does more damage, slower, and uses more stamina. Use left stick and hold B to run. Press in the right analog stick to target, to lock on and such. Oh boy, that water just sounds very fun. You climb up ladders by hitting A on them, as it says. Let's set bonfires to restore HP. Oh yeah, that could peek out some audio. Oh, there's some stomping. Wonder what's in here. The first boss, as it says, get away! Ow! I could have done that more smoothly. Another bonfire. This is the tutorial level if you didn't know. Pretty boring. Get your shield's right up here. This'll just tell you to press start and go over to equipment and equip your shield. Hold LB to block. There's your weapon. And that's a backstab. Also, we aren't technically supposed to know how to roll if you're a first time player. This is where you learn. B to just backstep and to move, and you do that. Go down here for the future, because the door's locked now. There's nothing suspicious up here. And yes, that will damage you.
Oh, you. You're no hollow, hmm? Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the truth.
And I'm letting you guys hear this.
Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the Undead Asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
Something that's very good to have, in case you didn't know healing.
No,
and the key to get out of here.
And thank you.
Thank you too, kind sir. I could kill you right now, but I choose not to, because he died anyways. That was a parry and riposte. This is just going to tell you up here that West. I swear that happens all the time. But you press Y to two-hand your weapon, more damage, kick like that. Trying to show the jump attack, I just suck at doing this. That's a jump attack. West Amp bonfires restore, revives enemies. And you have an invincibility flame while doing a parry or backstab. Also while rolling. This is where you would learn about backstabs and parries with this guy. This is really no problem to me, but again, I've played this game since like a month after its release. Transfers to white light. If you, while falling, if you attack, you do a plunging attack, as so. don't try to wall into his attack. My shield doesn't protect me that much, so... Also, this weapon does bleed, so... Big Fatty here can fly. And you defeated the Asylum Demon. I got humanity. You probably still hear stomping. That's a little secret later on. Good job. Go straight ahead. Oh yeah, there's something I should grab over here, so I don't have to come back and do it. That's used for getting more souls, which is your currency and experience in this game if you don't already know that. Cutscene.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the Undead Asylum in pilgrimage.
Or to be bird
To the
food.
land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
And we are in Lordran. If you had not played this game, you would have got an achievement here. Another achievement at the beginning. Well, I'll just show you all there. You would get Enkindle and acquire Estus Flask in arriving in Lordran. We can level up now, which would be a good idea. I think that's a good spread. Before you level up, get my health up, my endurance, and my strength, so I can wield better equipment. That was a player message. Let's see. Weakness, we're. Hoity har har, idiots.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the Undead Asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the Undead Church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Creepy as hell. I try not to copy too many people. And you, sir? That's what I think of you. There's numerous secrets laying around in this starting area, like Beatrice here.
I believe we are not
I believe we are not acquainted.
Petrus of Thurland.
Petrus of
Have you
Thurland.
business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance.
I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Hello
Talk to
there.
him again.
I realize
Hello
that I
there.
have request, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here.
Sorry I had to
take
skip
this.
that. I kinda
As
get
a
tired of
token.
hearing his voice.
No, go ahead.
And he gives
It's for you.
us a copper coin. So
Oh,
worthless.
Oh,
You
I have
again.
To await my... So what if I were to teach you some miracles?
And this is just him
please you?
saying, hey, would you like to join the
Very well.
covenant?
Then first,
I'm not in a covenant, so I'll just join this.
now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
You can learn a gesture from him, shrug. When you have souls, you can buy miracles, but you need base, like,
Come again.
stats for
The
it.
effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
And he just said what its stat it's based on. Faith. Which I have 11 at the start. Sorry this has been quite boring. This is something I'm trying to get used to doing a bit, and also I don't really have that much to talk about. It's been a boring week. I've played a few games, talked to a few friends, hung out with family, all that. And if you didn't know, there's items down here, like a homeward bone. That's always nice to have. Morningstar and Talisman, mainly for clerics. Cracked red eye orbs for invasions later. Lloyd talismans, which have multiple uses, I learned. This is suicide for low level. To run down here and grab items, but these kinda help you start out a little bit. Like there, I'm going to die. And this is what happens when you die. Though I have one more item to go grab anyways. This is just mainly a little bit boring at the start, trying to figure out, like, how I should plan the character. Though I'm probably not going to plan him any specific way. I might go off suggestions from you guys, but I kinda know what I'm doing. So, if you wanna see me play a certain style, let me know. I have a no shield one already going with a different character. That's kinda fun. Not too far on it. And that's how you get away. Again, resting at bonfires will revive enemies, but that also resets them to their location of how they were when you went into them. These guys have a knack for chasing you all the way to the bonfire. So shall we rest and get rid of them? Think I'll just grab the rest of these items around here and call it a port. Also, I'm not too good at coming up with stuff off the top of my head to talk about if you haven't seen any of my videos. Mainly this beginning part is pretty blah to me. Right off the back we could go get a good shield, but I think I'll save that for next time after this item. Oh, I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but when you're in hollow form, yeah, you look ugly. Though I bid you all a good day.